we can maintain peace of mind. Maintaining peace of mind is one of the most important components of a person's life. How are we able to maintain peace in a turbulent world where we are facing so much of issues every day? Issues related to personal life, issues related to family, issues related to the place of work. At every instance, we are coming in contact with one or the other issues. And our mind is so much like a sea. It is never calm. And we are trying our best to make how it can be made, calm. How are we able to do it? This is one of the major concerns. And if we are able to calm down our mind, our result would be much, much better than what we think. Therefore, it is our prime priority of every person, be it rich, be it poor, be it businessman, be it a teacher, anybody for that matter. They have to make the mind peaceful. So this is one of the basic components, as I said. What is the basic thing that controls this mind? It is the freedom. We have got freedom to do what we really want to do. We have so much of freedom to choose our action. What we want to really act or not to act, do or not to do, say or not to say, listen or not to listen, see or not to see. Everything is a choice for us. We have a choice at every step. We have a choice whether we want to do it or whether we don't want to do. So the choice is depending on us, whether we are really wanting to do it or whether we do not want to do. So the peace of mind depends on the selection of our action, the selection of our saying, selection of our listening, selection of our making decision. Making decision is the central point of peace of mind. We are trying to deal with how this peace of mind can be retained. And many people say peace of mind is not done from external, but train the mind. But I say train the mind could be taken in our another episode. But today what we need is how in a normal circumstances, in an ordinary situation, how we can maintain peace. What are the other aspects that help us to maintain peace? We will discuss about, around 7 points that might help every individual to maintain peace. And before we getting into that, let me tell you a story of a Chinese king. The king was, trying to learn the history of the kingdom, which was already written and kept. And he was very fond of reading how his ancestors decided on many of the issues faced by the kingdom, and began to read many other things also. And when he understood, he is not able to concentrate on what exactly he was reading. So he called one of his ministers and he said, I am finding it, very difficult to read. And many days I have been trying to read them. But unfortunately, I am finding it really very hard. Get me a picture drawn. By looking at that, I would be able to feel myself calm. Then my mind become very peaceful. It becomes very, very, very calm and quiet, that I am able to concentrate on what I am doing. Please do something for it. Within a short time, 3 painters were brought, and all 3 of them were well-known painters in the country. And the king said, okay, you know my requirement. I want you to draw a picture, and by looking into this picture, I must feel quite calm, quite peaceful. So, how much time do you need to make this? The painter said, my lord, it is simple. Give us a few minutes, we will be able to draw it for you. All three of them were sent ahead. They began to draw paintings. And within a short time, one of them brought the painting. And he said, my lord, it's completed. It was a beautiful picture of a very calm river. The water is very still and very gentle breeze, very slowly touching the leaves nearby. Very slow shaking could be felt in that. There is a life in the picture. Then the next one came with the picture. That was a snowfall. Snowfall had just stopped, and you could see snow at every grass, trees, small houses, everywhere, little bit of, sort of plate of snow. A lot of glaciers are made in that. And it looked like there was a heavy snowfall, and slowly it has settled down, and there is a peace has come up now. A little bit of peace is prevailing. But there is an uncertainty whether it would snow again or not. The third person came. He gave a picture of a waterfall. And the minister said, my lord, this picture is not good. It's useless. Already the mind is troubled. How we can, we can look at this? Water is falling. Problems are always coming. How do we able to understand this picture? I think let us concentrate on the other two. The king said, you see, water is falling. There is a lot of noise going on. A lot of things are going on. But do you see his nest nearby? There's a little bird sleeping in the nest. This is the best picture. And I think it gives you a message. Therefore, I take this picture. Problems are always there. It will be always coming up with new issues. It will never stop. It's like a flow of water in the river. It keeps on flowing. What makes matters is how are we able to hold them? How are we able to solve them? How are we able to understand them? That is the main point of life. A few points could be, helpful for us to make our mind peace and calm. The first thing could be, never think of what other people are thinking about you. I'm not saying be totally self-oriented, but negative thoughts that might be talking about us by other people might keep us disturbing. So do not concentrate on what others are saying. And the second could be, you need a sufficient time for doing the work. And at times we feel we have so much work to do and we have less time. That is also one of the reasons keeps disturbing the mind. So plan all the works, what we really want to do. And I said earlier, the fundamental aspect of freedom is to choose the right action. Choose the right thing, what we really need to do. Never go on with the visions of other people, but concentrate on what you want to do. Never think of the things that is not under your control. Never try to control the activities of the other people. What other people are doing, what other people are saying about you, what you need to do. Control the actions that you do. Never try to control others, but try to control our own actions. And the third thing could be, never go for unpayable loans. We keep on at times, we keep on purchasing things. We keep on taking loans. We take huge debts, which we find after some time not able to pay. Therefore, only go for such loans, such debts that you are able to pay. Otherwise, that the debts will eat your life, eat your mind, eat your peace of mind, eat yourself. At time you will find you are in such a debt, not able to get out of it. Never go for a debt that you are not able to manage. And try to do maximum good things to people. I say maximum, because at times people are not at all very good to us. We get angry with them. We shout at them. We try to take revenge on them. But always draw a line. We can't be a bad person as the bad person is, but we can definitely defend ourselves. Strategy of defense is also one of the strategies that help us to keep the peace of mind. Never try to overdo things against other people, very especially. And the last could be, try to find positive elements even in the negative elements. Even in the negative actions of other people, try to find a positive thing, a ray of hope in everything. These are some of the ways where we can keep the peace of mind growing and keep our work going on.